Hello there, Scorpio. My name's Frankie, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient, medium, and an empath. This reading's going to be for Scorpio for November of 2017. The year is almost gone. Can you believe it? I got a couple announcements or an announcement to make before I start the reading, and it's that the prayer class is up and running. There's a little short video out there that got posted for October. In case you didn't notice it, it's just a small one, about 5 minutes long or so, that explains the prayer class, and it's up running. And to all of you that have purchased it, thank you. And all the messages I got, you've been genuinely kind and supportive of it. And especially to Tony and Lisa, you know who you are. I had phone messages that it was just so kind and sweet, and said how much the class had helped, and I just don't even know what to say. So it makes me think, yeah, I'm supposed to do it, and I'm on the right track. And to my husband Jeff that got this out for you guys, I'm saying publicly thank you, because I am totally computer illiterate, and he's pretty not up there either, maybe about 5 or 10 steps higher than me on the ladder, and it was tough, but he got up there, out there for you all. So if anybody wants to know about it, there's a little video for you. It's over at the website, and it's also on YouTube somewhere, but it's just type me in and it'll come up, or go to the website and look. And thank you once again to all of you. I was very surprised. But anyhow, what I've done for us for the month, I've laid 4 cards. Going to use the bottom card on the deck for the overall view, and we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading, and hopefully bring everything together for us. Now, I don't think these cards are going to go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month as kind of like an overall theme. Watch your moon sign and your rising sign if this doesn't resonate, but I recommend it anyhow, because you get a bigger perspective of what's going on for the month. Now, because I'm an empath, I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. So now all of you Scorpios out there are now named Frankie for the time of this reading, I guess. And I'm not an astrologer, so I looked up the astrology for us for the month. It's in our first house. That's self-promotion, new products, changes, personal contacts and interests, and what is that? Success through your leadership, drive. It's basically your personality, how others see you, and how you want others to see you. So that's the way it goes. And we have some words here for us before we start. They're wisdom, joy, support, clarity, simplicity. We got an extra one here, and it's obedience. And looking at these cards, Scorpio, ouch. So what I want to say is, if I need time to heal, I should be taking that time to heal. I should go within. I should find that word for us, wisdom and clarity, because I do feel that there's support from the universe for us this month, but we need the wisdom, the clarity, and the simplicity to bring us back into our state of joy or state of presence. I don't know what that message means, but our bottom card on the deck is the 3 of Swords, and that obviously might be what is prompting this message that Spirit just gave us. Well, it looks like I'm believing, based on the cards I'm seeing here, that a lot of us have went through this already. But this is a heartbreak situation, a separation. A lot of times it can be divorce. Can be divorce where there was a third party that came in, maybe with a past relationship. Some of us, it may have happened last month. Some of us, it may have happened a long time ago. Others of us, because these are general readings, are going through this right now. And that word support is there for this particular card at this time. So what they're telling me with this card is to allow healing. Allow it. So some of us Scorpios, we may not have been allowing healing to come to us, to fill us back up. Scorpio, as a whole, we're pretty joyful people. We actually, with our secretive nature and everything else, people tend to gravitate towards us. And in that process, I think that a lot of times, because we are so psychically oriented, we seem to believe everyone is like us. So a lot of times we get hurt because when we give to you, when a Scorpio gives to you, they give it all. If they have decided that you're trustworthy, then they give it all. So I think of all the signs that we are the ones that can almost be hurt the deepest because of that tendency in us to give it all in a friendship, in a love relationship. Once we have chosen to give it, we give it all. Now remember, these cards can go both ways, because these are general readings. Sometimes, sometimes perhaps we're the one that have caused this. I don't believe that because of the way the cards are laid, but I must say it to put it out there, because I never say that enough. And in general readings, cards can go both ways. We could have been the one that is hurt, or we could have done the hurt. It feels very strongly that for all intents and purposes, the most of us is we have suffered this. So we could be going through a divorce right now. We could be going through, because these are general readings, perhaps it was our work. We got fired at work, or, they did cutbacks and wham, because they are general readings. We were a part that went out the door, maybe they said we weren't obedient enough to what they wanted or whatever. So it could be, but Spirit is saying there is support for us with this card. Go within. You'll see why I'm saying this, because that's where we're coming down to. Right where we're coming down to because of the cards that are here, laying in front of me, and they're saying go within, allow Source, the universe, to support us, to help us to make it past this, wherever the hurt was or whatever, so that we don't hold it. Because our next card here is the Eight of Swords, and that's a card that, if we think about this, right, I'm going to have to say some of us, she's blindfolded. In this deck, what I've noticed since probably the third time I used them, and she's normally blindfolded and tied up with loose ropes. In this, her mouth is tied up. So in the Two of Swords, that's denial. I have to make a choice. I know, but I can't see it. Like, I know this is happening in my life, but bright shiny thing. I don't wanna face it, so I'm like oblivious with the Two of Swords if it was a relationship issue. I'm oblivious to it, everything's lovey-dovey, and I'm going to get blindsided. With this Eight of Swords, there is no denial. I have seen, and I'm going to say it like that, so I feel like for the most of us, is the feeling that Spirit's giving me, for the most of us, I know exactly what has to be done. I just am choosing maybe, or I feel trapped somehow to make the choice. Like I don't have the option, feel trapped somehow. This card to me, and the only example that always comes forward for me, is this is the happy couple outside the home. Everybody in the world thinks this couple is just boyfriend, girlfriend. Aren't they cute together? Husband, wife. Perfect, perfect relationship. And at home, they're in the battle of the lifetime. Neither one of them can quite make the choice or make the break. But one of them, and I'm going to say it's us, Scorpio this month, know what has to be done in order to change. Because if we're anything, Scorpio, we are the detectives of the zodiac. We will dig and dig and dig till we find every last little shard of glass or whatever it is that is bothering us. We'll watch for it. We'll watch and we'll wait and we'll watch and we'll wait. That's how we gain a lot of our intuitive wisdom, our word there. It's how we gain a lot of our clarity. But in this case, we clearly saw we had to make a decision. Maybe someone was breaking our heart and we had to make the decision. Maybe we didn't like this job at all. And we knew we had to leave, and here's the decision. Before it happened, they didn't give us the choice. You weren't obedient enough. We're doing cutbacks, whatever. We kind of saw it coming. So with this card, what I'm saying is the easiest way through, right through, is to go through the eye of the needle. Pull off the blindfold, shake that out. These swords are around her, great big path in front of her. Take it off, open the mouth, speak the truth. There is support for you. There is support for you for our healing. There is support for our healing. We can keep it very simple, clarity of thought, no matter. Scorpio, they just said to me, clear as a bell, look. And the card underneath that Three of Swords is justice. So there is support for us, Scorpio, and justice will be served. Take off the blindfold. Be obedient to your source, to our source. Go within, is what they're saying. If you're having some kind of problem at work, because these are different areas for all of us. If it's a friendship that I knew I should have got rid of a long time ago, our word underneath here was justice card. Justice will be served. It is upright position. The scales will be balanced, and all is well with us. Bring that joy back in. There was a reason we were digging for the information. There was a reason we chose to put the blindfold on. There was a reason. We may still feel a little trapped, but we are Scorpio. Not for long, because the next card's the Knight of Cups. Water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Male or female. These are general readings. Here we are showing up in our own reading, which is an excellent sign. So if any of us going through rough time, remember our word's joy. There's support for us. There's wisdom to be gained through whatever situation. Clarity of sight, simplifying my life, bringing me back into love. The Knight, back into love. Knight of Cups is a messenger that brings us a message of love or good tidings or blessings. Could be a new relationship. It can be the knight on the white horse in shining armor coming forward to us. And it also is us showing up in our own reading. So if it was a bad relationship, this is the new one. If it was a bad job, this is the new job. This is like the Savior. When I think knight in shining armor on the white horse, coming to throw me over his shoulder, whisk me away, that would be this knight, the Knight of Cups. So it's good news. It's support for me. If it was a friend even coming into the situation, they would care tremendously about me. They would be there by my side to aid me, right? If I was going through a tough time. So that word support keeps slapping me, like, pay attention to support, Frankie, pay attention. There is support. I think we're going to pull off that blinder because we have wisdom and clarity for our words. And the Knight of Cups is simple. It's a simple, loving, honest message from the heart, right? So they're saying to us, be obedient to ourselves, take the time, go within, right? Go within. See what I didn't want to see that I thought was blocking me, because obviously it feels like this is a transitional point or a decision point in a lot of our lives this month. So if a relationship's been bad for a long time, a lot of us are going to say, you know what, done everything I could do with this, and I'm not going to be a fool anymore. A lot of us just might say that. My heart's been broken, done. Done and over. Along with this, I almost want to feel as if I want to give like a warning. Make sure, because we had that blindfold on, Scorpio, in that Eight of Swords. Make sure we are seeing everything clearly. Never mistake what others can do. We are the detectives of the universe. So let's say such and such broke our heart, right? And they continue to do that, and then we have good times, and then it's bad and good and bad and good and bad. Take off the blindfold. They're saying, I'll never do that again. Or I wouldn't do that. This is the way Spirit's saying it to me. Or someone said, I wouldn't do that. Of course I wouldn't do that. You know, and then they do it to us. Like take something from us that's very important to us or hurtful, like this Three of Swords. They're saying, we're Scorpio. Don't put those blindfolds on. Once I take them off, I don't know what this means, but this is going to mean something to a lot of us. Once I take off that blindfold, Scorpio, do not put it back on. Don't mistake whatever caused this, right? Don't mistake it. We have wisdom this month. We have support, clarity, simplicity, and we have joy. If we follow this and we have a love coming to us or good friendships that can support us, new job offers, things like that. Our next card is the Four of Swords. So now we got the Four of Swords. That's why I think this meant a lot to some of us. So with that Knight of Cups in there and that blindfold on her eyes, and it's covering her mouth too, just make sure you keep your eyeballs open, okay, Scorpio? I know I'm going on, but it means something to someone, or a lot of us is what they're saying to me. Means something to a lot of us, okay? So I'm going to just go with it. Watch your moon sign and rising sign in case you aren't this Scorpio. Here's the Four of Swords is the next card. It comes after the Three. And this is like rest and respite. Time after a troubling time. This knight's come in off the battlefield. He's been through the mill, knocked around, and he's coming in to take a rest. But in most cards, these cards here, actually one of his swords is like hidden by the clouds. And in most decks, the sword is laying beside him. Because in case something comes back, he's resting, he's in respite. But in case something comes back that would choose attack, he has a sword right beside him anyhow. If you think about that and the way that most of the cards are, he has a sword beside him. If he needs to pull it out, he's going to pull it out. I want us all to stay in that sense of peace and joy because we have a card here that supports that, and we have the word support, right? So take this rest time. This could be a time when we really went through trouble, or we are going through it, or it's in the process of maybe perhaps we're going to experience it. Take this time to rest. This is when we are like monastic. We're going to be a monk. We turn off the phones. Shut the door, close the blinds, turn off the TV, do whatever it is to get that time alone to go within and think things over. And we are entitled. We are entitled. We get our wisdom. We are our Scorpios. We get our wisdom from going within. We get our clarity of sight through our own person. We get our support from the source. We are the psychic detectives of the universe. If we need this, we take it. Because our next card says, and this little guy been showing up a lot this month, so, and it's a good card too, and it's a judgment, and it's the wake-up call from the universe. The universe has given us the wake-up call, right? And our lives are going to be going good. We have reached a phase in our maturing process. I always think of this card, and I've said it to the other signs too, like a tree, right? And we have the flowers all over us. We are bearing the fruit. It's time for the harvest. We are not rushed. Don't let anyone rush us. Do not, Scorpio, allow anyone to rush you into a decision process that you still have blindfolds on, because we have the Judgment card here and we have Justice right under this. Three of Swords. Some of us are going to get this. We'll have this card. Someone's going to try to rush us. We don't have to. We're Scorpio. We can go with them. We can take the time to make that choice. If someone's trying to rush us, remember, we're mature enough not to be pushed. They're saying, with this card, it's just like so important. They're saying that everything around me is going to improve if I take the gifts of this card. My health improves, my relationships improve, my work improves. Because I will get, and I get important messages like this Knight of Cups brings. Important messages that benefit me come through this card. And Judgment through this card is on the money. So I don't know why they're so pushy with this. They're pushing me around. Don't let anybody push us into decisions that would be unwise for us. Because I have a feeling that it could come back and bite us in the butt. And we have those words, wisdom, support, right? Joy, clarity, simplicity. Don't become bitter or discontent or angry with this card. Do what we have to do. Do what we have to do, and we take off the blindfold. Now, I know this reading isn't for everybody out there. We can't all be going through, a heartbreaking situation just because we're Scorpio. But a lot of us either have, and this is a card of the past, and they're telling us perhaps some things that we're still staying in the past. Let's be obedient to the source and take those lessons and run with them into a better, brighter future. That's what they're saying. Better, brighter future. So let's take that piece of advice, Don't waste money on something that's not going to benefit us. What else are they saying? They just said something like to the effect of use what we have created, like our own innovation. If somebody's pushing us, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? If it's at work, what are you doing? What's your next project? I don't want to give them all my ideas. It's like weird. for you guys this month. It's weird. We don't have the devil card. We need to take that time. A lot of us have been through something hard. We have good coming to us. We have the good messages, good news. Some of us are going to get the knight in shining armor. You know, the knight on the white horse coming to rescue us. And we have the judgment card. We have justice underneath here. Justice will be served and it will be on our side, right? And the good messages, wisdom, support, clarity is important. We're Scorpio. We dig and we dig and we have, here's our, I think we really have. Have been through a bad, rough time, okay? Cards cleanse and detoxify. It says, with great love and respect, we ask you to detoxify. I don't have the devil card in here. So I'm going to say maybe it's bad, toxic feelings because of that we're harboring because of what we've just went through, which we would rightly probably have to do and sort through them. It says, with great love and respect, we ask you to detoxify your precious and sensitive body. At your request, we will help you develop life-affirming ways to deal with stress, as well as ease any sorrow at shedding your old ways. Give your cares, worries, and concerns to us, and feel the beautiful grace of your newly purified body. I think that's a lot of when we pull off that blindfold too. You guys will have to tell me what's up. I know it's not for all of us, but there's a particular here, and that cleanse and detoxify to me doesn't necessarily just mean like, okay, I'm drinking and drugging out. I don't have the devil card here to support it. We got the Knight of Cups. He can tilt a few here, but I really don't have cards like that to support that. So to me, because we are Scorpios and because we really, really feel things to the depth of our little toes when we take something on, I'm going to say as a general thing, this is, you know, trying times, and for us, it hits at the quick. I don't think people understand how deeply we feel when we give ourselves to them. And that even is in friendships. You know, when we decide we have trusted you, we trust you implicitly. And we give you the value that we carry. We give you the integrity that we carry. And we trust that that is you also. I don't think a lot of people understand that about us. It says this card signifies the angel's recommendation that you eliminate chemicals and toxins from your body. Your sensitivity to drugs, food additives, including sugar, alcohol, caffeine, and nicotine has increased. These substances are interfering with your ability to hear your angels, so they ask you to avoid them. The angels will gladly help you with stress or cravings if you ask. And I think a lot of times, you know, if we really went through a bad stressful time, we might want to get the whole bottle of wine out there and tip it. It says, use herbal means to cleanse, such as wheatgrass juice or psyllium seeds. Yuck. Consult a holistic nutritionist. Call on Archangel Raphael. Will do. To reduce or eliminate cravings. Avoid toxic relationships or situations. Geez, I was afraid they weren't going to say that. Ask Archangel Michael to clear your body or your home of any lower energies. Use gentle, earth-friendly cleaning supplies. Well, Scorpio, what I do know is we get through this, and we get through it standing up on our own 2 feet joyfully. Thumbs up for Scorpio. Well, Scorpio, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell you all thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes and your comments. I read each and every single one. I don't get a lot of time to write you back, but I read each and every one of your comments. And to anybody who just wants to know more about me, all the information is over at the website. And to any of you that are interested in the prayer class, all the information's there too. And to anyone who wants to set an appointment with me, everything to be able to do that is over on the website, information below the screen. To everybody I've met through doing these YouTube videos, and to everybody I've met through 28 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all it's an honor and a privilege to have served you. I have a really good job. Hopefully I will see you back here next month. Bye-bye.